Hi, I'm Carrie Stout, founder and CEO of Vinco Bar Exam Coaching. And I'm here tonight with one of my good friends and a senior Vinco Bar Exam coach, Stephen Iannicone, for our very first interview with a coach interview. And what we're going to be doing is just asking our coaches some simple questions over a 5 to 10 minute period so that you can get a little bit of a better idea of who we are as the Vinco family, what we do, and if you might be interested to getting to know us a little bit better. So how are you doing tonight, Stephen?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
You know, it's bar prep season. I'm doing great. And so let's just jump right in because everybody's time is limited. And I want to start with my first question, which is the fact that you're a full-time lawyer. You do real lawyer stuff, which is so impressive to me. And you choose in your free time, where you could be doing anything, to study for the bar exam over and over again, or rather help students study for the bar exam over and over again. Why? Why do you do that?
There's something extremely satisfying about helping these students pass the bar exam. It's just, you've been through it before, you know how tough it can be, and then you see some of these students that have been through it numerous times. And the fact is that they know what they need to know in terms of the law. It's just they need a little help getting there. And you get to be the person that helps them. And uses all the resources to get them in that right position. And I know for me, when I was going through the bar exam and I was studying and I had my mental breakdowns and I had those freak out sessions that we all have, I turned to those people that have taken this before. And we get to be those people now. Not only that, the more you do this, the more satisfying it becomes, because you get to see these people who you're helping time after time and who have taken the bar exam 1, 2, 3, 4 times and finally understand what's wrong and what they've been doing wrong all along. And when it all clicks, you almost feel like you're there taking it with them. So, let's also remember, you still do have free time. So it's okay. Some of the free times you still utilize this way. Most of the year.
And I feel like we should preface it like Steve's riding high right now because New York bar results recently came out and he had some amazing success with his students this time around. And clearly your passion for it is very evident. So let's go back now to all those years ago when you were studying for the bar exam. And what was the worst part of your bar prep experience?
The worst part was the uncertainty. The fact that you go through 2 months of prep and you don't really ever feel like you're making any progress because you don't see it. I guess the best way to explain it is how I explain it to my students. If you have a friend that says, I'm not going to see you for 2 months, but I'm going on a diet, and you see them in 2 months and they say, you see them and you're like, wow, you've lost like 50 pounds. They're going to say, no, I haven't really noticed because I see myself every day and there's small incremental changes. That's what it is on the bar exam. And you just don't know that when you're going through it. And that's why it's important to tell that to your students, because they haven't gone through it, or they have, and they don't know what the progress is. They don't know that it's going to be slow and that they're not going to notice it, but it is there. So that was the hardest part for me, is not knowing if I was making that progress.
Definitely. The uncertainty is, and like law students are not pre-wired to be good with uncertainty. Also, that's a great analogy that I've never heard you use before. So I'm going to steal that and start using that too.
I do. I use it all the time.
So now thinking about our current students and students over the past few administrations, what's one trap that you see bar takers fall into repeatedly?
Oh man, I think you'll probably agree with me on this. And that is that they don't start or want to start doing practice questions until they think they're done studying.
Practice questions.
You're never done studying. You don't actually stop learning new stuff until about 2 weeks before the bar exam. So you have to get it in their head. Start from day one, even if you don't know it. That's the only way to study. They think it's like law school where they can go through and read their outlines and continue to just memorize and memorize. There's no time for that. You have to start from day one, timing yourself, and start from day one learning all this law through the power of doing questions.
And I feel like, not to put ideas in your head, but I feel like this is going to transition into my next question, which is you could only give one piece of advice. And I know this is like insane because we give bar prep advice for a living. But if someone was like, Stephen, you can say one thing to someone about to take the bar exam, what would that one piece of advice be?
Why would you become a lawyer? No.
No.
It is. No, it's start practice questions from the first day. Practice MBE questions, start timing yourself, and start doing them. Practice essay questions, start timing yourself,
But I
start
don't know
doing them.
anything. How can I start the practice
The only way you're going to know stuff is by doing it. You're going to learn it by doing the practice, and that's the only way to study, because you're not going to have time to sit there and read and memorize. It's just not possible.
Solid advice. Solid advice.
I learned from the best.
Which is not me, because you've been doing bar prep longer than I have. And so selfishly, my favorite part of this series is actually this last question that I'm going to be asking. And I want to know why you love being part of the Vinco family. You know, you guys not only spend your time doing bar prep, you spend it doing it with us. And so that leads me to believe that there might be something special or different or something that draws you to this community in particular.
Well, a couple of things. The operative term in your question is family. And that's really what we are. We are a family. Even if we're not ever in the same room, we may be just all in the same chat room, I guess. But we all have each other.
1997.
We all have the ability to talk to each other at all times, to get advice from people, and we are a big family. We all have each other's back. I'm also a little biased because I was friends with you guys before this company even existed. So now I get to spend all of my spare time not only helping others, but doing it with my friends. And that's, you can't really think of a better way to do that. Plus my boss is pretty awesome, Vinco.
I hear she needs a raise. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I want to thank you for taking even more of your free time to come chat with us tonight and to introduce you to the greater world outside the Vinco community. I will be sharing a link with this video to a YouTube video of Stephen singing songs for the bar exam, because I like to say we don't take ourselves seriously, we take the bar exam seriously, and this is really good proof of that. So you can get a really good idea for his personality and how he likes to have fun with the video. And I'll also go ahead and link up the Vinco website in case you are interested in learning more about us. You can find us at vincoprep.com. So good night, Steve. I'll see you tomorrow at the gym. And I'll be back with another interview with a coach in another couple of days. See you later.
Thanks, guys.